What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great summer. We are back again with this vlog, and I'm just sitting here in Marguerite. It's October 1st, Sunday. I'm watching the mist lift off the river, having a nice coffee. Yeah, wanted to kick up this vlog again. I've been trying to get it up all summer, but we've been so busy with seawall trips, with the campground tubing and all that sort of stuff that kind of put it on the back burner until I had a little more time to focus on it. This week's video, the first one back, is documenting a trip that we did last week. Last Thursday, we did a first descent, or as far as I'm aware, first descent of Middle North River on the other side of the Cape Trail. And you might be thinking, oh, well, isn't that where North River Falls is? Technically, yes, North River Falls is up in that area. There's three branches. There's an east, middle, and west branch. The east branch is where the North River Falls and the hiking trail is. The middle one, when I started looking online and maps, it looked like there was a lot more flow, a lot more rowdy water. So that's kind of what I wanted to get into. We ended up scouting it a couple days prior. We had decent water levels then. Unfortunately, due to scheduling, we weren't able to hit it until Thursday later in the week, and the water table dropped just a little bit. We could have used a little more water. But before we jump in this video, I just want to say that it's not really a great paddling river if you don't have a lot of whitewater experience. Very remote to get into, lots of canyons, boulder gardens, waterfalls. And I thought that was contained in the upper river because I didn't really know much of the North River itself other than the hiking trail. However, the bottom bit of the river is a massive, massive gorge, which you'll see in this video. I didn't film a lot of it because we were getting late in the day and we're crunching time to try to get out to North River Bridge at the Cape Trail in time. But anyways, this video is documenting that trip. If you have any questions about this, pop them in the comments or send us an email, DM, whatever. I'm happy to share any information I have with you. This river would basically be really good and really fun to run in the spring and high water levels, or if you get the opportunity to run it after a heavy rain. There's no meter on this river, so it's just going to be trial and error. And maybe someday we'll get a meter set up and be able to map some pretty gnarly whitewater routes. But until then, this video, I'm gonna enjoy this coffee. We'll see you on the next one. Today's mission is to paddle Middle North River. We're here up in the Highlands. It is 6:30 in the morning. Mac ripped us up, Cape Breton backcountry tours. Jeremy's popping the boats up, and we're ready to get on the river. We've been in here on Sunday, that's like 3 days ago, to scout it. Water levels were great. Lots of rocks, lots of drops, lots of rock gardens. There's pretty cool cribbage in there for when they used to dam the North River logging up here and used to blast it and let the logs come out in the harbor. We're gonna get on the river today. Do the first descent of Middle North River. You might be thinking, oh, isn't there a big falls on there? No, that is on the east branch. And there's three branches that meet up halfway down. So we're looking forward to navigating this river for the first time. Awesome. See you on the flip side. Okay, so we made it down a new way, a much better game trail. That comes down just above where Bateman's Brook, which is this brook right here, feeds into Middle North. And for those of you watching, Middle North actually starts pretty much up on the Highland Road where Fielding Road meets Highland Road. That's where the branch starts, and then runs parallel to Kelly Road, and then comes down here and heads south, turns and heads south. Then it goes down, I think it's like 10, 15 kilometers, maybe 10 kilometers, and merges with the east North River, which is where the big falls, North River Falls is at, and then the west. They all merge kind of around the same area, and then that flushes out into North River Bridge. So we're just gonna pack up, get some shit mounted on this packraft, and then get in the water. So just a comment about these boats. These are not, to be honest with you, these aren't probably the best job for this river, but it's what we got. We ran these on multiple trips, but realistically you want a much better pack raft that I don't actually have in stock at the moment. Getting these gears up with a dry bag. Normally I have a bow bag on top. We packed a bunch of hammocks, camping gear in the event that we have to stay overnight because I don't know what we're going to get into further down. We've scouted We went down like a couple kilometers downriver, looking at it, a lot of drops, and we didn't even get to the section where I know that there's a bunch of elevation drops. So there's going to be a little mini falls, nothing quite significant, but multiples, one after another. I'll show you this pack. Okay, so these are the Kokopelli XPDs, just entry level pack rafts, but they are super durable. Can beat floating shit out of them. These dry bags are just a dry duffel. Normally I would have a bow bag on there, which is just a bag that mounts to the D-rings that are on the boat. You store all your day stuff in there. Much better, it's sleeker than pack rafting. And then the other boats all have zippers, so we would usually store stuff in the zippers. Wanted to pack light. This is what we had at the moment, so we're just gonna run this river. As you can see, it's quite shallow, but I'm hoping that changes up the further we get down. Bueno, bueno. So a little bit of history for you. We came by this structure, this old structure, the other day when we scouted it. Looked like a bridge, looked like a pier. But I was asking other people if there was ever bridges up here. And what this is apparently a spot where they used to dam off the river when they're logging up here, pushing 100 years ago. They used to dam the upper North River, blast it, and let it flow out to North River Bridge, and that's how they get the logs off the river. But it's a pretty neat piece of history. It's all rebarred and staked here. So this is what we thought was a bridge, but it's actually something where they would dam. So we got logs here, there, and then there's stuff on the other side of the river. But yeah, this is only a couple kilometers down from Kelly Road. It's a pretty neat spot. I'll go. I'm thinking to hug the inside. Yeah. That rooster tail, try to go right in between that. That'll flush you out. I think we can just keep going. And then I'll just signal to Eddie whenever there's a waterfall shooting on the side of the mountain down there. Whoa! Woo! We're heading down towards the middle North Falls, and then we don't know what's after that, so boom boom. How you feeling?
Fucking awesome.
We're beyond where we were scouting, and we're just having fun, man. These drops are pretty fun. A little more water would be great.
Get in tight to this rock. Good. Tight, 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 tight. There you go, there you go. Now just come back to me. Stay nose up, nose up.
Right there, right there.
I almost got sucked down.
Okay, so we got to a spot that I identified as having a lot of drops. I wasn't sure what was going on, but by the looks of this, we're getting canyoned in, seems to be a big falls down below. We're going to try to scout before we get further into this canyon to see what's up, but it does look nice and toasty.
I'm gonna catch that eddy on the right. There you go, there you go.
Here's the thing with running all these rivers for the first time with no information of the upper river. A lot of them have canyon sections that feed up the highlands, which are fun, or can be fun. But then you get kind of boxed into some places and you need to portage around them. We're getting into a spot that I knew was going to have a lot of drops. It's losing like 60 feet plus of elevation. And we're going through these little 3-foot drops, which are not bad. But we're getting to this spot, I'll show you in a sec, where there's probably a 10-50 foot drop. If it was a big pool at the bottom, I'd probably just run it and we'd pick up the boats at the bottom if it fell out or whatever. However, it just goes into like a keeper and this big rock at the bottom. So we're going to try to ferry over to the other side and portage all the boats below this one. Problem is that there is 2 more significant drops after this, so I'm assuming they're both waterfalls. It looks like there's a pool after another one. I'm not really sure. So we're going to rope down, lower all the boats, portage, down further after we sneak through these eddies. And yeah, check it out. This is all the breeze work, baby. It's so much fun.
Okay, please be a slider falls. Oh my fuck, it's a slider. Dude, this is fucking unreal. That's what I wanted to see. So we're gonna ride that. Okay, so here's the situation. We hit a canyon area and we got kind of boxed in because there's a drop. It was probably like 10-12 feet. What I was mentioning before. Couldn't run it, so we wanted to see what was after. I got on the rocks, scouted ahead, and it's a huge pool. So I figured we'd get along the rocks, lower the boat down on a rope, jump off into the water, get on top of the boat, paddle out, lower the other one down, etc., etc. The only problem is that there was a drop on the next one, which is what I'm looking at. And I was afraid that we might have to portage around it. I mean, the safe bet is to portage around it, but this looks like a drop to a slider. And if you're unfamiliar with what a slider falls is, it's just kind of like an angled rock that kind of slides down to a big pool, and that's what we got here. So I think I'm just gonna run it. Okay, so there's the falls there. It's got kind of a top little drop and then down to a slider. I can't see, it just looks like it's pushing everything through. So I think I'm just gonna ride it and see what happens. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to portage, not around the falls, but what I said before. Okay, we're gonna portage, there's a rock shelf. You can kind of get over to the other side above the pool of this big falls. And we're gonna bring the boats around, tie them up to throw ropes, lower them down into the pool, jump off the ledge. It's like a 10-15 foot drop into a big ass pool, big eddy, get in the boat, lower the other one down, the other guy jumps off, gets in the boat, and then we're just gonna run this next falls because it's like a little drop and then there's just a slider right into the next big pool, and then it's pretty shallow and easy after that, or
looks easy after that. So here we go. Oh man, this is gonna be nuts. Okay, so the GoPro died. This is right when I wanted to use the GoPro. So Jeremy's gonna film for a little bit.
We only have to use one promo. I'm gonna tie just a slip knot. Okay, here we go.
Woo! There we go. Good little cave down here. Huh. Okay. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. How was that, Big Daddy? We're in a cave on the North River, next to the waterfalls, between two waterfalls. Best part of this trip so far, my GoPro died, but this is what we ran. Right there. Drop, shoot, just straight up. Right, boom. Ran first waterfalls. Not bad boy. Look, the sun is coming out. Rock and roll, baby. Boom. Bad boy. Ran that one. Here we go. Woo! Big ass boulder garden. This would be pretty fun in high water. Okay, this is downriver. Okay, so we've been eddy hopping in Port Hudson for the better part of a kilometer after those falls. Just get a bunch of boulder gardens with some really good lines. And then you get something that's not really good with no eddies, nothing. It's really tight. Fun stuff. If we had a little more water, you could run a lot more. But the point of today was to try to get in and see it when it was low, more manageable, and be able to take our time rather than just paddle and panic all the way out. We're now starting to level out. We're 4 kilometers from where this meets up with the east North River branch. That is where the North River Falls trail is, and the trail comes right to the river. Might break for lunch there if we make good time, but we're moving a little faster now. It's leveling out, a little more paddling, less walking. But look at this. Look at that. Just beautiful. Down river. Oh man. Getting into these rivers, you get to find these locations like this, these big pools, perfect camp spot in there or over there. Like, I would dare say very few people. I would dare say very few people have ever been up here. Okay, bud. Get that open for me. So we just stopped for lunch, and we're the halfway point in the day. We didn't get to the merge of the North Rivers, 3 of them yet. That's a couple kilometers down, but we made a decent time. So hopefully we'll make up for our lost time this morning. You want to be here in higher water in the spring, or after kind of like a heavy rain, but it's a nice river. So that is East North River, Middle North River, and then down below is going to be West North River, and there's Jeremy. So that is so that's the West North River, and we are on the last half of this trip. We're kind of got a little more water. We're moving. Groove. We just got a couple falls up ahead. So, whatever. Okay, so I don't know if this is the gorge. Is that what they call it? I'll confirm later. But we're halfway between the Little Falls or the North River Provincial Park and the confluence of the three rivers together. And there's a really easy section to run up above with some. The good thing about here is a good portage point. Really easy stuff to run. Then we got this falls here, which I think might be the Gorge Falls. Again, I'll have to confirm, but probably runnable in a hard kayak, not a pack raft. But I'll let you be the judge. Really good runnable sections. There's an eddy right there by the rock, portage all the way over here, and then you can ferry across if you don't catch that eddy. You pump in that one, get here. We're gonna portage across, but this is the falls. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Okay, this is just down from that falls. This is runnable, but it's getting to the point of the day. We're just I'm gonna walk this one as well. Okay, just below the gorge. It flushes you out. But with my pack raft and everything on it, I'm not running it. Okay, so we're still in the gorge. Here's another set of files that we're going to portage. Doesn't stop. So that's quite high. It's a good little 20-foot drop. Did not know this huge gorge existed on North River. Crazy. Just monster drops. I think most you can line it. There's trails on either side. Wild. Okay, so down to the bottom end of the gorge. Flush out to a pool. So got boxed in above the gorge, and I didn't really realize that this gorge was here, this crazy massive gorge, because every time I hike North River, you're in the woods up in the hills, so you never see it. And we were portaging around and found this trail, which I'm assuming is a fisherman's trail. And this is on the opposite side than North River Falls. Not really sure where they cross, but it is definitely not in the gorge, that's for sure. Look at this trail all the way through. Okay, I don't know if you can tell from this video, but the bottom of this gorge is huge. The pool here, ridiculous. Look at that. So that's the bottom end, I'm thinking, of the gorge, and this monster pool. Just wild. And we're up here on this trail. We're up here on this trail, trying to get back down to the river. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. That's bottom of the gorge. Little Falls down there. We've got 2 hours to paddle all the way out to North River Bridge, get in the truck, go eat Tom's Pizza, have a drink, and go to bed. What do you have to say, Jeremy? You having fun?
Yeah, lots.
You luckus.
I heard.
So this is Little Falls. This sneak route here, just flush you right out. I'm really keen to run this one, but I might just play it safe and just try to get out by dark. Straight down the middle. And there we go. North River Bridge. Baby! Boom! Made her! There we go, done.
Yeah.
Bang!
11 hours of paddling. I'm gonna feel every muscle in my body.
At the bridge. Time to get to the truck up there. Pizza. View.
see you on the next one.